So my concern will be the maintenance.
Passion of mine, she's always telling me no.
No, I'm not always telling you. I told him no. I just thought it was over.
Returns.
But this is a much cheaper option than going with the F450.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask you price, but...
So I bought this truck.
I don't want to get his license plate in there, but we parked in a golf cart slot. How convenient is that?
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
We're here with Bruce and Susan, and they invited us to come check out this. And I've always been like super interested in how the towing works and how everything works when you have basically a tractor, like an 18-wheeler tractor hooked to your RV. So I have some questions, and we're just gonna check it out.
Let you know. Let's see the light.
So what kind of gas mileage do you get out of it? Fuel mileage, I should say.
We get about 8 miles to gallon on the road. It doesn't matter if it's bobtailing. The bobtailing is with nothing on the back. And towing is, of course, towing the RV. It's about 8.3 miles to the gallon. So.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, we get about 8 to 9 miles per gallon out of the dually, but around town it'll do 15 to 16 depending on how we drive it or if she's driving. She tends to get better fuel mileage than I do.
Mine doesn't do that. It does, like I said, you can pull nothing, you can pull a house. It's 8 miles to the gallon.
That's awesome.
This is still much more of a truck. Well, this is off the record kind of thing. Because you'll probably get hate out of this one.
I get it all the time anyway.
This is still much more of a truck than an F550.
Oh,
this
yeah.
This is a commercial truck.
Of course.
This is not a recreational truck. It's a true Class 8.
But you said that it's registered as an RV.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
In the
that's
state of Florida.
Yeah, in Florida.
In Florida.
Yeah. Cool.
Wow.
Wow, look at
That
that.
is so clean.
So my concern will be the maintenance. How maintenance intensive is it?
Probably just a little bit more than your Ram. I mean, it does hold a lot more oil. It's got 3 oil filters. The transmission holds 5 gallons. Each rear end holds 5 gallons. But I mean, you get 50,000, 100,000 miles out of a rear end change. This is what they call the cold side. This is where you would check oils, power steering, that kind of stuff. The other side is the hot side.
Okay.
You have the turbocharger, and you have your fuel system.
How much oil does it hold, or when you have to do an oil change?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's many gallons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know, like a typical Ram is like 3 gallons.
Oh, I think it's 10 or 12 gallons.
Wow.
Every 6 months.
Well, Ram
hot side. Turbocharger. This is where the belt tensioners are. That's the coolant filter. Fuel filter.
Yeah, fuel filter. Separator.
And there is another one. So there are 2 fuel filters.
Yeah.
Same as the Ram has. You
Sure.
just have one by the tank and one up front.
So how often do
Air
you have to
filter.
change the oil?
Yeah. What's your oil change interval?
I think people are going 50,000 miles.
Yeah.
Or once a year, they say.
I do like every 7,000.
Oh, no. I don't-
Ram says you can go 14,
Right.
but I'm like, nah.
No.
It's an investment, just like this thing is for you guys.
We'll probably do yearly, although even though we only drive it maybe 5,000 miles, if that.
Okay.
Until we get on the road this coming year.
So Bruce offered to let me drive it. Can I drive it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Look at this bad boy. Can't believe he's gonna let me drive it. How cool is this?
Let me just go over it with you.
Sure.
Is that
Whoa.
a full charger?
So it's got a dash like a car.
Okay. It does. It looks a lot like a car.
Yeah. TAC, speedo. Of course, over here is air pressure here. This is what used to be the trailer brakes.
Sure.
We're not using trailer brakes. These are the brakes.
So you don't use any brakes on the trailer? Like no electric brakes, no?
Oh no, these are all hydraulic. I mean, yeah, these are all air brakes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is all air brakes.
So what I'm saying is the trailer itself isn't doing any of the braking, just the truck?
Oh yeah, I still have a brake controller. This is the brake controller.
Gotcha,
here.
okay.
It's a direct link brake controller.
So here you just meant air pressure for the trailer?
No, that's
normally
air
would have been
pressure
there.
for the truck. The truck is
Okay.
completely air brakes.
Sure, sure.
Here's a transmission, you know, neutral, drive, reverse. And that's kind of it.
Pretty easy, huh?
Right.
So
So,
it's automatic.
yeah, it's
yeah.
automatic. Well, that's actually called automated. I'm gonna turn it on down there. There's a kill switch down there too.
Well, we won't film that.
Well, all trucks pretty much have the same thing. It's
Oh,
just
do
to
they?
keep the batteries from draining.
Oh, gotcha. Battery kill switch.
So it's going through, it's checking all its systems. So up here we have tire monitoring for the RV, tire monitoring for the front tires of the tractor.
That's really cool.
Wow.
That's the backup camera for the hitch.
I saw where it was mounted back there.
Please drive to highlighted road.
GPS and the camera for the RV.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to buy one of these, babe.
So the alarm is that the truck has low air pressure
Low pressure.
and the truck won't go anywhere until it builds up air. That's what
Yeah.
releases the brakes.
Cool. You want to climb into the sleeper?
Yeah, this is a 2017.
2017. Wow. Oh, we have the same camera.
Yeah, the dash cam.
Yeah. Nowadays, it seems like you have to have a dash cam. You know?
Well, I mean, the way people pull out in front of you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Just
you
like
have to
that
have
today.
cameras.
All right.
Once the alarm goes off, it means you have adequate pressure to release the brakes.
Okay.
So just put your foot on the brake and push in both red and
Push
yellow.
in.
The red would typically be for the tractor, but what
Sure.
it does for us is it takes a bobtail mode electronic.
Oh. And does the wheel tilt, or is that what you get?
I think that's it.
That's what you get, huh?
Yep. Then what you do is just put it in drive. You'll see a D there, or a D on the
Yep. Drive.
dash, and just watch where you're going.
What?
Anybody coming out your way?
No, it's clear.
You like your truck, you turn wide.
Yeah. This is so big. So one of the questions I had that I wanted to ask you today is, how is it when you're like maneuvering RV parks and
Small spaces.
small spaces, or do you have to be very selective about?
It's selective, kind of like you are. You
Yeah.
have to have adequate turn radius. They had to move a few vehicles for us to back in because of the swing on this thing.
Sure.
But like I said, it rides smooth. It got air ride seats, air ride cab. That's your seatbelt. Yeah. It's just him.
Don't tell the government, but I use the OBD device to turn off my seatbelt dingers on my Ram because they're so annoying.
Well, get on the straightaway here. Open them a little bit. Let it here shift.
That's smooth.
It is automated.
Yeah.
It's not like an
So
automatic.
Sounds like somebody shifted.
It
doesn't
does.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So now I got to go down here and then back, right? To
If
shoot
you
at
want,
that,
yeah.
To shoot at that angle.
Going up the hill.
I bet this thing pulls that Z like it's not even back there.
It's got a lot of torque,
Yeah.
a lot of traction.
I just want to put it on the record that Craig with Wild RV Life didn't want to drive the truck. So just saying, come on, Craig, that's a challenge. You can do this. Here, or should we keep going?
Go to the cul-de-sac.
Okay.
Just do the big turn there.
Now you're driving like me.
I know, right? It's very touchy. It's very sensitive.
Right. That's just something you learn there.
Comes with practice.
But a lot of torque, a lot of power.
I just want to see the turning radius. Look at that. Our dually can't do that. There's no way.
Do that.
Not that tight. No way.
No.
It's because of the offset of the axles. Your axles are so far out, or your wheel hubs, it gives you so much more turning radius. That's why everybody seems to love the F450, because they're offset
Right.
and they can make bigger turns.
But this is a much cheaper option than going with the F450.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask you price, but
So I bought this truck here for $45,000.
what?
Wow, that's way cheaper than what we bought our truck for.
It's a bare truck though. It didn't include the bed, but I
Wow,
did the labor.
yeah.
But that
That's
surprises
amazing.
to most people. They think
Oh, brakes are dodgy.
good brakes, huh?
Yeah, it's up on the dime.
Yeah, this is much more of a truck than any truck you can buy at your typical Ram dealership.
Absolutely. Just to feel that
Our truck-
instant stop.
Our truck used out the door was $30,000 more than what you paid for this.
Oh, right.
So,
Yeah, I found with Ram they have pretty soft brakes.
yeah.
You find that? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, with
But-
this, the truck stops the trailer. It's not
And
the
you know,
opposite.
the engine brakes on that Ram though, I have zero complaints. There's a lot of times as when we're
You
driving.
think you got a good brake on the engine brake on your truck?
Yeah, I bet. But I have no complaints with that Ram engine brake because there's a lot of times we're driving, I don't even touch the brakes. It does everything for me.
At the end of the street, turn right.
Yes, ma'am.
But I always use a spotter.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's a camera.
Are you spotting me?
What's that?
Are you spotting me?
Okay.
And you had it at an angle, right?
Yeah, that way we're not completely on the grass. She's watching the Starlink too.
Oh, got the wheels the wrong way. She's telling me I got like 3 feet.
Gotta get you over the curve.
I just don't want to back into your trailer. That would suck.
He built the boxes that he put the winch, because he winches the Smart up.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
drives it down. But he, built the boxes and everything.
Wow, that's
And the
cool.
winch system. So this goes on and he pulls it up.
Well, we haven't even gotten to the coolest part yet.
Well, it's just the craftsmanship of the time he took to do all this because
Yeah.
we know this is not easy. We did custom motorcycles for a little bit, and this is top notch.
He does good work.
So
Very good.
we haven't gotten to the coolest part yet, which is what you put up here. So we want to check out the smart car too.
Oh, let's go check it out.
All right. They talked about in this class how the smart cars are built with a frame like this.
It's whole car is pretty much a cage.
Yeah, it's a cage, and they actually ran them into jersey walls at an angle, and they can still open the doors.
Yeah.
I mean, people think that they're not safe because they're so small, but they are truly engineered to be a protective cage around the person.
The roller cage
Yeah.
is full of airbags.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that thing is really cool.
Yes, you should drive.
There you go, Jackie. You want to drive the smart car?
I don't have
Yeah,
the keys.
I've never driven a smart car
Where am
before.
I?
Now, how long have y'all had the smart car set up with the trailer?
Well, we've had the smart car about 5 months.
Okay.
And we bought the smart car after we determined I was going to carry a car on the back. Initially, it was just to build the bed.
Okay.
And then the search was to find a suitable smart car to go in the back.
What year is your smart car?
This is a 2015
Okay.
gas.
Do they make a diesel?
Well, they make an electric.
Oh, electric.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. EV.
Plug-in.
Right.
Yeah.
The only modifications we've done is I added a hitch,
Oh, yeah. the
tow
hitch,
bar
the
thing.
Tow bar.
And this lines up with the winch.
That's for the winch. Yeah.
right.
Very cool.
I had it where I was pulling with one, but it tended to pull the car over
Oh,
the direction I
yeah.
didn't want it to go.
Oh, yeah.
You can't put, you got to have a bar, otherwise it pulls in and it bends the frame.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I built the single bar.
She's got the keys.
I'm not as nervous driving this as being in the passenger seat of that.
Hey, you didn't trust me? I know how to drive a big truck.
I know. It's bigger than I ever thought there would be room. Very spacious.
It does feel bigger. I don't know. Where's the keyhole? Right here. It's in the middle. We didn't even talk about how you shift it.
Oh, it's right here.
Is it an automatic?
Yes.
Cool. You have to scoot the seat up in a smart car?
I'm short.
All right, here we go for real. We can figure out we didn't close the door.
Zoom, zoom. I'm not gonna break any laws, so I'm not gonna go very fast. We're in a private RV park.
But and don't jam on the brakes. Ease on the brakes.
They are very good brakes.
They're very
I will
good
just
brakes.
let off the brakes.
And I'm truly amazed at how much room. I can't even wide angle enough to show you how much room. I mean, look where my knees are. They're way back here. It's
Yeah.
crazy how it was engineered to have so much room. You can see this U-turn.
Ooh,
Look at that.
on a dime. And a dime is smaller than a penny.
So this would definitely be a cool grocery getter. Like if you had one of those HDTs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, very cool.
And there's still room for dogs in the back.
Yeah, you can put some dogs back there.
I honestly feel really safe in here. Like,
You do?
I don't feel like I'm gonna get crushed by an 18-wheeler. I think if I were on the highway, I'd be completely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, once he doesn't drive up, I gotta show y'all what spot we just parked in. I don't want to get his license plate in there, but we parked in a golf cart slot. How convenient is that? So I saw you had the air hose out earlier.
Yeah. But I tapped into the block that provides air to the
Sure.
trailer. I bolted that underneath, and I installed the air hose with a valve. So from there I can have a quick disconnect, use a 1/4-inch hose, and I keep on my tools. So I can run an impact
Yeah,
gun.
very cool. That's something you probably
got a
have to have.
blower.
With a big truck like this, you probably got to have some stuff.
I can fill tires. So
Yeah.
I could run an air ratchet if I had to. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
nice to
very
have
cool.
those little extras, you know.
So the smart car, you drop these ramps on the other side. Obviously, this is your tire chocks right here. So you drop the ramps, and then do you winch it up or do you drive it up?
I winch it up.
So you just put it in neutral, hook the winch.
Actually, if you want, let me set it up and we could refilm.
The normal fleet tires,
No, that's standard.
that standard
Yeah.
size. Okay. They
Yeah.
look
It came with
look
brand new
bigger.
tires.
beefier too. Like they're not the skinny.
It's because they're kind of sticking out. I like that look where they stick out a little bit.
Sure.
Makes them a little beefier.
They
So when you built the
beefier.
bed, you built it just a tad narrower so they'd stick out?
No, I built the bed as wide as the steel would go.
Okay,
Hot rolled steel, diamond deck comes about 8 foot,
okay.
1 inch. So that's the width I made it. It ended up being just right. Covers the tire, but it gives it a little stick out there. More of
Yeah.
a hot rod look, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
So, you got this installed here.
Which
Put
you
it in,
made.
put it in freewheel.
You can see all the craftsmanship we
You kind of estimate the amount of line you need.
He's a retired saturation diver, which is
this
deeper
goes
than
in
deep sea
here.
divers.
Oh wow.
But he was also a welder, so he did a lot
Wow.
of underwater welding.
What did you
You
say?
gotta say that
What did you
again.
say he retired as? Or doing?
He was a retired saturation diver, which is
Okay.
deeper than deep sea divers.
Sure.
And he also welded in the Navy, so he'd do a lot of underwater welding.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
So-
amazing.
Put it at the ramp side now.
Okay,
I normally would set up the ramps first.
sure. And is that a rope or a cable?
It's a synthetic line.
Okay, synthetic. I
It
see.
came with the
Yeah, it's kind of pliable.
came with the winch. It's a 4,500 pound. I gotta re-engage it.
The
So once it's hooked to the car, I just winch it up, and I could be over there controlling
And
it.
what does the car weigh?
About 1,850, under 1,900 pounds.
Wow, that's pretty
And
cool.
each ramp holds a capacity of 1,000 pounds each.
Okay,
So
spreads it out.
I'll show you.
Well,
The rear one goes to the rear.
You know,
Okay.
He wanted to name it. Right. You know, we were kind of going back and forth. And so that ended up being Guppy.
Just come out here past your 12 foot,
Guppy's
roll it out.
Oh, and I see it has the holes in the deck.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll reach because of the hitch, but it goes like that.
Very cool.
The hitch is in the way.
Yeah.
yeah.
This one.
That's how you should get
That one goes in there.
Yeah. You want to read it, wouldn't
It's also not as steep as I thought it would be. I guess because they're
And is
12.
Now these hold.
that- oh, the ramps.
Yeah, this is.
You thought of everything.
I think I'm the only person who's done something like this.
And that's
that I'm aware
genius.
of.
Are those Teflon strips?
This Teflon
Yeah.
strips I bought off Adam.
That's brilliant, though.
Yeah.
You see how low the Smart is? That
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Incline, slope.
yeah.
And we'll normally we'll deflate the tires, not the tires, the airbags. The truck will come down to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Super
like
light.
2 pounds.
Yeah.
They have
Maybe
a
5.
1,500-pound capacity.
So we know you don't do this all in a week, you know, customizing this trailer bed, but how many hours do you think you have in this passion right here?
Hours, I'd probably go by months. So it probably took me about 3 months on and off
Okay.
Wow.
to do everything. There were a lot of things I didn't know I was going to do, like the ramp system, how I was going to store it, designing the ladder, designing the toolbox, designing the winch system over there. It's nothing I bought, it's just something I built.
Sure. The other thing you'd mentioned earlier when we first got here was that you had this before you had the Z, right?
True.
You-
This has been a long time passion of mine. She's always telling me no.
no, I'm not always telling you. I told him no. I just thought it was overkill, just way overkill. And I was like, "That's ridiculous, baby." I thought he'd get over it. He didn't.
Nope.
So I finally said, "Hey, whatever makes you happy." And it wasn't long after that he found it, and we had an Airstream. We weren't going to pull the Airstream with this.
That would have been overkill just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Hence the Z.
Yeah.
But this is super safe.
Yeah.
And
Of course.
I have a lot of control, a lot of safety. I have fantastic braking with this thing. So that's the big reason behind this HDT.
And what Z model do you have?
This is a Z3400, which has the fold-down deck in the back.
Okay, so it has the small like kitchenette thing in the back
Yes.
with the
Right.
fold down.
Okay.
That's really cool.
Right.
It's kind of a hybrid, I call it.
Yeah, it does a deck without the toy, being a toy hauler.
Yes.
We could probably use a toy hauler, though.
Yeah, then he
He's
put
all like,
his motorcycle in it.
I can actually probably put the car in the back, or put the trike in the back.
Yeah.
I think I've seen somebody
seen a
with a
smart
smart
car
car in the back.
yeah.
The 16-foot garage.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it'll
can
fit.
put them in there. Yeah, for
'cause
sure.
That's just a tad over 8 foot.
Oh, that'll fit
Yeah.
in our garage.
Yeah, ours is 11 foot. You're not getting a smart car. I guess if you want to sell your Honda.
No.
Okay.
Content sometimes.
We'll get together.
Yeah. So everybody get in here.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
I really
Let's turn.
appreciate you all letting us come and check it out. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for letting us drive this big beast too. I had no idea I was going to get to drive it.
Oh,
So,
you're welcome. It's our pleasure.
but
We enjoyed it.
if you have any questions, I have their contact info. If you have any questions about this, put it in the comments, and I'll maybe I can get them on there to answer some questions.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see y'all next video.
All right.
Thanks.